everyone please meet Adeena Wagner.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I am so overcome with emotion to be here today. This is my absolute dream to be here to encourage you and to empower you. And can you guys feel the love here? Can you feel how much work and energy and has been put into just making you guys feel like the most amazing people that you are? And I don't know if you heard the song that was playing. I was imagining in my mind's eye that Crazy in Love, song. And my intention for picking that song for my introduction, the one that Melinda did so fabulously, thank you, was that my intention is for you guys to be crazy in love with yourselves, crazy in love with your business, and know that God has crazy, crazy love for you. And you are here for a reason. So I want to start off today by, one of my sayings is, I am vibrantly healthy and radiantly beautiful. And so I want you guys to look at your neighbor to the right or to the left of you and say, you are vibrantly healthy and radiantly beautiful. All right, look at the gap. I'm glad you guys like that. So now I want you to put your hand over your heart and say, I am vibrantly healthy and radiantly beautiful. How did that feel? Yes. So are you guys ready to own your mindset and own your power and own your success today? Yes. So I'm going to ask you to do, hand over your heart, invoking the mind and the heart together. I am ready to own my mindset, to own my power, and to own my success. As we have my notes here, so as you may have heard just a minute ago, my name is Adeena Wagner. People call me Coach Adeena. And my husband and I, Coach Sean, who's here with me today, we have the amazing privileges of being co-founders together in both of our businesses. Our business is Clients on Repeat. And Sean and I have been married 19 years. We have a 16-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son. We live in San Diego. And I've been licensed since 2010. Together we own and operate Poema Skincare. And we opened that in 2011. Poema Skincare is a profitable, successful, six-figure beauty business and has been for the last 7 years in a row. And my secret that I want to share with you today on why or how to own your mindset, own your success, own your power, is that I have a very profitable six-figure business with only 16 hours a week. So my motto, my DNA, is to teach women to own their power, to own their success, to work smarter and to play harder. Who's all up for working smarter and playing harder in their beauty business? Yes. Say, I'm ready. All right. So when Sean and I are not in our skincare studio, we are, as I said, business and mindset coaches to beauty, health, and wellness practitioners all over the country who really basically want a better quality of life and better quality ideal clients. Does that make sense? So I'm going to skip here. I've got to kind of toggle back here. And we're going to go right to here. So the topic today is the method and mindset of owning your success. The woman that stands before you today was not always a woman who owned her power, who owned her success, and owned her mindset. Is it okay with you if I share with you my journey and how I got here? Yes. And I hope I don't get emotional because it's been quite a journey, and you'll see that in a minute. So, like a lot of people, parents, product of divorce, my dad and mom divorced when I was 3 years old, and I didn't really realize that divorce and his absence left quite a void and a hole in my heart. And that hole in my heart left me feeling unlovable, unworthy, not good enough. What was wrong with me? Why? What could, as a child, you think, what could I have done to make them stay? And so we take those messages and we try to make meaning out of them, but they're not necessarily the right meaning. It's just your brain is a computer program, so to speak, and it just insert that message and it believes that's what is, to believe. So because I had those feelings of unworthiness and not being good enough and not being lovable, I always kind of wore a mask. I wore a mask of performance, perfectionist, not letting people get too close to me because, I really didn't believe I was deserving of loving, healthy relationships. And I think that's what is really tapping on my heart today, is because in this room is powerful, authentic, loving relationships that people want to see you guys succeed. I want to see you guys succeed. And that's something that's not always, something that we really believe that we're worthy of. Do you understand what I'm saying? So at the age of 8, in order to fill that void in my heart, in my life, those feelings of unworthiness and not being good enough, I found a coping mechanism. My coping mechanism became my secret best friend. Some people turn to drugs, some people turn to alcohol. My drug of choice was acceptable in my eyes, and I turned to food. I had an obsessive, compulsive eating disorder since the age of 8 years old. I even remember walking home from school and stopping at a liquor store and stealing candy, right? Just so that I had something to, have that sugar high. I don't know. And so that really began a really vicious cycle into my 30s, my mid-30s, of really relying on the comfort and the calming of food to really numb that loneliness in my heart. And I think sometimes in our business, we know how to put that out for other people, but we all struggle with a little bit of internal loneliness if we're really honest with ourselves. And so I left home. I moved out at 16, and I did finish high school. I graduated with honors, again, having to be the very best in my class. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to go big and I'm going to go home. I'm a Latina, so, raised by a single mom, hard worker, and I don't know how to do anything halfway. So I'm going to graduate, the top of my class. And at the age of 18, I wrote out a list, and I'm going to use this for an example here. I wrote out a list. I was with my roommate, and we kind of laid on our tummies on the floor, on the carpet, and we wrote out what we wanted in a husband. I'm 18. And I wrote out about 40 things that I could think of. And I said, his parents are still married, and he has light eyes, and I thought, the strategist, being the ever eternal strategist, it is one of my gifts, strategy. I thought, my parents have been divorced twice. Maybe if his parents are still together, we have a better shot at this thing. Because do you know sometimes things happen in your life where you see what you don't want and it helps you figure out what you do want. Do you understand? Can I get a yes? Yes. Yes. So because of my life's experience, I knew what I wanted in a relationship, even if I didn't feel that I was worthy and deserving of that in my life. And I still have that list. It's in my wedding album. And 6 months to the day, pretty much, of writing that list, I did meet my incredible husband, Coach Sean. And I have to say that he is the best thing that's ever happened to me, because being a very strong, powerful Latina woman, I need a strong, powerful man that doesn't let me get away with crap. You know what I mean? So I'm going to pause there for just 1 minute, because I want to tell you guys that on your table, you have a little pamphlet of us here. What we're going to be going through today together as an exercise. Are you guys in for crowd participation and learn how to own the method, or the method and mindset of owning your success? Awesome. So we actually have a couple special giveaways. This is a generous group. This is a generous group of speakers. So Sean and I are no different, and we want to invite you guys to text the word clients. That's plural. It's at the very bottom if you don't know what, right here, at the very bottom of the front. Text the word clients, plural, C-L-I-E-N-T-S, to 474747. And I promise you, we have 2 incredible gifts that you guys are going to love. And you will find out who that is by the end of this talk. Right, Sean? You're going to let me know who that is. So he's handling the phone there. And so also, I love how we're talking about gratitude, because someone is going to get the journal that I use, and I have written a special message in here for you, for those who text clients to 474747. I have signed and written a special message in this empty 5-minute journal for you that will all come to make sense by the end of today, okay, by the end of this talk. So 2 special offers that we want to give you guys. So where I left off was that I met and married my best friend, Sean. And we had children, about a first child about 3 years later, and a second one 6 years after that. And I was so hard on myself as a mother. You know, we measure ourselves up to other people. We compare ourselves. And I say compare leads to despair. Oh boy, was I in complete despair. My anxiety and my depression was so severe. And for me, you probably can guess it, who did I turn to? My secret, you think Sean, yes. My secret, longtime best friend, food. So I began to have a massive weight gain slowly. My husband didn't know about this food addiction. I was literally hiding food, sneaking it, going through McDonald's and hiding the bags. I'm telling you, that is a real addict. And hiding in the trash before you get into the house. Buying ice cream and buying a second one to replace the one that you already ate so he would never know. Do you understand? Like, that is real. That was a real obsessive compulsive food addict. And so the anxiety and the depression got worse. We're going to fast forward to age 30. I decide, my son's 2 years old. I want to do something. Now, getting married at 19, I didn't have a college education. I didn't, my life just kind of took a different path. And I decided to say, okay, well, what is it that I really want to do? Because I'm stuck at this desk job for $12 an hour. I have no college education. What am I going to do? And I talked to one of my girlfriends, and she said, well, have you prayed? Have you asked God to tell you, like, what is it you're supposed to do with your life? Like, what is the best career that he's made you to do? I said, gosh, why didn't I think of that? So Sean and I prayed for approximately 30 nights, something super simple. I remember it was just every night, it was a quick little prayer, show my wife what you want her to do with her life. And I kid you not, as clearly as I'm standing here in front of you, I heard the word beauty college in the middle of the night while I was asleep. It woke me up. And I crept off to the living room, to my computer, and I Googled Beauty Colleges San Diego. And within 4 days, I was enrolled. They just happened to start their new program in 4 days. That has changed my life, obviously, because I'm here today. And I was lucky enough to be offered an internship job to where I had a job working for a medical spa before I even had my license, before I even had my license. And so I worked there for a year, and not, being told, okay, oh my gosh, no one's ever sold as much retail as you. I mean, we're talking thousands of dollars, like $16,000 a month. No one's sold as much retail as you. No one's done as much as you, la la la. And I'm asking for raises, and after my 3rd raise within a year, I was told no more raises. Well, we're a young family living in San Diego, and it's very expensive. And I don't like being told how much money I can make. That is my truth. And so I put in my notice, and I left. And I went in to rent a room in a chiropractic office in downtown San Diego. And you ladies, that's where I am today. The place that I'm in is a 3-story medical building. And why am I telling you this? Because I told you that we work 16 hours a week and make well over 6 figures a year in our brick and mortar business alone. And I don't have a leg up on anybody. I don't have foot traffic. I'm just in the 2nd floor of a 3-story medical building. And so not having a plan, my husband would say, no plan, no profit, right? So we know, and most of you, you understand the thrill of the excitement of becoming your own boss and, owning your own company, and you're going to change the world, and don't people know how awesome you are, and you're so passionate, and you're so knowledgeable, and the floodgates are going to open, and the clients are just going to come pouring in, and man, it's going to be the best thing that's replaced my income from my last, career or job, right? Does it really happen that way in the beginning? No. So what did I turn to? I turned to Groupon. Not knowing how to market myself, Groupon was the first choice for me, and it was a love-hate relationship because I was busy, but I was busy with all the wrong type of clients that didn't make me feel valued or appreciated, right? And so I was stuck in that kind of crazy, almost dysfunctional relationship with food, and now with Groupon. So you need them, but you don't want them, and this whole kind of thing. So, yeah, exactly. I'm glad you laughed on that. That's awesome. So, because with Groupon, I was literally only getting about 25% of what, you're supposed to make on that. I had to see a lot more clients in order to make the kind of money that I wanted to make to replace, to help contribute to the home, right? To contribute to 2 kids and all that kind of stuff. So the home and work tension, and you guys know this, I know I'm speaking truth. If you're in a relationship, if you're married, if you have children, there becomes this tension inside where you almost have like the business that you created that you thought was going to be your, knight in shining armor on a white stallion becomes this 2-headed dragon that swallows you up and sucks the life out of you and causes home and work tension where you don't feel like you're being a good mom or a good wife or a good business owner, and you're spinning your wheels and you're kind of like, what in the world did I get myself into, right? So because I was experiencing that attention and not that tension and not feeling like, again, worthy, lovable, good enough. Man, you, Adeena, you kind of suck as a mom right now. Like, you kind of suck as a business owner. I mean, just the mindset, limiting beliefs, abundance blocks, they were just plaguing, all night. I wake up in the middle of the night, fear gripping me and wondering, how am I going to make enough money? Or I see a couple empty slots on my books here, and you guys know, that dance of being a business owner. And so I had a lot of limiting beliefs, and my anxiety and my attention were to an all-time high, that by this time I had gained 100 pounds over my ideal weight, which was 90 pounds higher than Sean met me. Let that sink in for a minute. The thoughts that were beating me up were I can't and I'm not. You can't do it, you can't have it, you're not good enough, you're fear of failure, fear of success, all those kind of things. So as you open, we're going to do this together, guys, very quickly. Open up your pamphlet here. One side, the side where you see the picture of Sean and I, right in the middle, you're going to take your time real quickly. Don't overthink it. Your gut instinct knows. The top here, what are 3 things that you find yourself saying in the privacy of your heart that I can't or I'm not? While you do that, I'm going to get a drink. So this is participation. 3 fears, limiting beliefs, or mindset blocks that you have that start with I can't or I'm not. I put this out on Facebook, and I'm so happy and grateful and thankful that you guys replied. So I'm going to share. I'm not going to call you out on who it was, because we all relate. We all have these same things. Someone said, I'm not good enough. I'm not successful enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not confident enough. I'm not pretty enough. I am not worthy or deserving enough. I am not accepted enough. I can't be too successful. I can't be the industry leader, or I'll be judged or rejected. I can't fail, or I'll be judged. I can't make a mistake, or I'll be judged. That's a lot of heaviness to live under. That's a lot of dense, heavy, negative emotions to live under, right? So what I want you to do, and this is part of the method and the mindset of owning your success, this is what we teach our clients to do. We discover what those limiting beliefs are. I call them the weeds because you must pull the weeds in order to plant the seeds. So what I want you to do so quickly is just take those 3 things and turn them into the I am or the I can't at the bottom of that. Yep, turn the negative belief into a positive affirmation of I can or I am. Now, I talked about this journal. This is one of my favorite journals. I'm sure there's a gazillion gratitude journals out there. But the second part of the method and the mindset of owning your success and how I start my day, I call it my hour of power. My husband likes to joke that it's actually become 2 hours of power. So I need to start earlier or we're rushing late to, wherever we need to go. But this is, again, what you guys are going to win today for texting the 474747, the word clients. But this is how I start my day. So it says in here, it starts with a great quote, and I'll just open up to the first one. It says, he is happiest who has the power to gather wisdom from a flower. That happens to be today's message. So I start my day, the method in which I start my day to be a very successful 6-figure businesswoman is I follow this 5-minute gratitude journal, and it's so simple, and I love it because I need to get in and get on with my life. Does anyone relate to that get in, get out, and get on with your life type of bottom line type of person, especially if you're just a busy mom, So like I am. So you write 3 things that you're grateful for. You would write 3 things that would make today great. And let's do that. Have you guys write 3 things that you're grateful for. 1 or 2 words, just real quick. We're running through this exercise. 3 things I'm grateful for. What is your intention for today? Don't worry about tomorrow. It has enough worries of its own. What is your intention for today? So what are the 3 things that would make today great? 3 things that would make today great are, what are the 3 things? What are your intentions? What do you want? Has anyone ever asked you, what do you want? It's important to know what you want, because if you don't ask for it, you won't get it. And you already did the third part. You had your 3 affirmations. So I've started my own business. I'm in pain physically. I'm told by my doctor that I'm pre-diabetic. He grabs this little circle doodad and goes, you're clinically obese for your height and your weight. Your blood work came back. You're pre-diabetic. You're 35 years old, Adeena. What are you going to do? Pain pushes change. It's not until we are in enough pain to move forward sometimes. We like that cushy, cozy comfort zone because the fear of the unknown is unknown. But I'm going to tell you something. In front of all of you is a cliff, and there's a big chasm between. And I promise you one thing, guaranteed, I stake my life on it. You're going to die. Yes, you, all of us. You're going to die, so you might as well freaking jump. And that's why I want to share with you the 5 shifts that I had to make to shift and jump into owning my power, owning my success, and owning my mindset. You guys with me? This is a great time. I am ready. I don't believe you. Good. Yes. Thank you, Angela. I am ready to own my mindset. I am ready to own my power. And I am ready to own my success. This is another method on how you do that, because this is what I had to do. So I wanted a better quality of life. I wanted better quality clients. Was I experiencing that? No. So I had to make 5 shifts in my life in order to have that, because I do have it now. I truly do. I'm so blessed. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. My life is a complete 180. And this industry has done this for me. So if it's done it for me, I know it can do it for you. But you have to decide that this is what you want. You have to get clear on what it is you want. So we're going to go through this today, guys. You better buckle your seatbelts because this is happening. So the first shift that I had to make is I had to say goodbye. I had to say goodbye to Groupon. Yes. Yes. I had to say goodbye to Groupon, and I had to make a decision. Success is just a decision. If you decide something, I'm deciding I want to buy this dress. I'm deciding I'm going to bring this new treatment to my practice. Whatever you decide, you do it. And I decided that no matter how things looked, no matter the anxiety or what was going to happen, no matter how many times Groupon emailed me and said, we're willing to run a special with you, we'll run it for whatever percentage you want, that I decided to close the chapter of Groupon. I said goodbye. Everyone say goodbye. Goodbye. And I said hello. Everyone say hello. Hello. Okay, say goodbye. Goodbye. Say hello. Hello. Awesome. So I had to say goodbye to Groupon. I also had to decide to work less. Scary. So you're going to say goodbye to Groupon and you're going to work less? And you think you're going to make 6 figures? What? Yes. So I had to work less, and I decided that I was only going to work 16 hours a week. Now, what happens when you work less? When you work less, you have more time to work on your business and in your business. You have more time for priorities. You have more time for self-care. You have more time to funnel in the right kind of clients that you want, who respect you, your time and your boundaries, because they need to fit on your schedule. This is your business. You call the shots. Your sandbox, your playground, your rules. That's my philosophy. Own it. Own your power. Own your mindset. Own your success. So I decided to work less. And the third shift that I made is I decided to charge more. Yes. I decided to charge at least 3 times more than I was charging before, because price assures the client that you are worth it. Even if you don't feel it yet, even if you don't believe it yet. A higher price assures client that you must be good, that you must be knowledgeable. And I get that all the time. I get people calling, for my spot, and we don't market or advertise. So everything I'm telling you guys is without marketing and without advertising. So when someone calls and they've obviously price checked and other things, and they say, wow, you must be good, because I don't see hardly any openings on your books. Yeah, because I'm coaching and spending time with my family and traveling the world, right? And you must be good, because even though you're more expensive, I really want to come to you because I need help. I need help with my face, my body, whatever it is that, in your industry that you're serving, right? So, wow, how many of you guys would like someone to say to you on the phone, you must be good because you're busy and you're more expensive than everyone else? How many of you guys want to hear that? Oh, yes. Yeah. Think about it. Ferraris, Bentleys, Lamborghinis, they're expensive. What does that mean? They're better. Louis Vuitton, Gucci. What is Tory Burke? What does that mean? They're expensive. They're better. At least that's the perception, and that's okay to step into that power, into that mindset, and own your success. That dang it, I am that industry leader. I'm allowed to be that micro celebrity, because that's what I feel like a lot of people really want, right? So the fourth shift that I had to make, let me pull up my notes here. So I said goodbye to Groupon. I decided to work less, and I decided to charge more. The fourth shift that I made is I made a decision to invest in myself and to invest in my health. And for me, I decided to invest in gastric sleeve surgery. And for years, say last 2 years, I was ashamed to admit that, Because if I admitted that, then maybe I was a failure because I needed help. Because I couldn't do it on my own. But for me, gastric sleeve surgery is a tool. And I own that. That's my story. It's not anyone else's story, and I don't need to be ashamed of it. And for me, it's a tool. Thank you. It's a tool that helps me control when I'm hungry and when I'm full. And as the weight began to come off, so did the dense negative emotions, right? Because when you feel good, you look good. When you look good, you feel good, right? So I'm stepping back into owning like the Adeena that in my mind's eye I know that I'm meant to be. And so I made that fourth shift to invest in my health. And I'm going to be asking you guys how you want to invest in your health. You don't have to go as drastic as I did. But again, telling you in the beginning, being a Latina, I'm go big or go home. This is actually kind of quiet and mellow for me. It's too quiet in the room, you know. But that's what I had to do. The fourth shift that I had to make is I had to hire a mindset and business coach. I needed help. I needed help with my body. I needed help investing in my health. I needed help investing in my business. I needed to learn how to be successful, because we know how to do, you know, whatever your trade is in the beauty, health, and wellness industry. You know how to do that for sure. What you maybe don't know how to do is be a really successful entrepreneur and how to work smarter and play harder. And that's really what I wanted. Again, pain pushes change. So I was ready for change, and you have to be ready. And that's why I keep asking you guys, are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Yes. So Sean and I invested in a mindset and business coach. We've actually invested in over 10 coaches and spent over, I can't even tell you how much, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. But these types of investments, as you know, you guys are here and your businesses are growing, has helped us make thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Why? It's a law. There's a spiritual law and a physical law. If you plant the seed, it must grow, good or bad, right? What you reap what you sow. Whatever you're investing in, whatever you're putting your attention and your focus on, it's going to grow. You start focusing on your health is going to get better. You start focusing on putting on water and attention on your marriage or a relationship or your children, your relationship is going to get better. You start putting that focus and attention on your business, it's going to get better. It is a law. Not overnight, but it happens. Through time, effort, and discipline, it absolutely happens. So, you know, we wanted that better quality of life, and I can tell you that we've had that better quality of life and ideal clients for the last 7 years on repeat. I'll tell you a true story that just happened last week. So one client, she calls, and she wants to, you know, come in for a facial. And she ends up, she says again that she's checked out other places, and, you know, again, you must be good. Who wants to hear that again? Say that to yourselves. I must be good. Because I'm busy. Right? But you and I know that you're only working less. Right? So she comes in, long story short, true story, and I shared some of these numbers with a couple of the girls the other night, like from my booking system, so they know, like this is legit. I don't need to lie. I don't have, you know, I don't have anything to prove. So she turned out to be a $3,343 client on that day. I sold her 8 facials, 12 products. The next, I said, I want you to come back next week. We're going to start your treatment. And as she came in, she had sun damage all over her chest, and she was only like 37 years old. And it was pretty, like, dark, significant. I said, wow, I didn't realize, you know, you had all the sun damage before. How do you feel about adding the chest each time? You're going to be here for the next 8 weeks. Let's add the chest. Another $1,200. So that was a close to $4,500 client. That's how you work smarter and how you play harder, because I own my success. I own who I am, and I'm confident in that. And owning your mindset helps you own that confidence. And how many of you guys would like more confidence in sales, retail sales, your services, you? So our business, you know, has been successful, but not, of course, without ups and downs and challenges. And forwarding through my notes here. Sorry about that, guys. So the reason I believe so heavily in mindset is because for my own self, your business is a reflection of you. Let me say that again. Your business is a reflection of you. Look at the type of clients that you have in your life, in your business. Whatever is showing up in your life, good or bad, is because you have allowed it there. And there's a saying that, my mother-in-law has. It says, tell me who you hang out with and I'll tell you who you are. Who do you hang out with 24/7? 24/7. Look down at yourself. So you're hanging out with your thoughts, all those I am nots, 24/7. So how is it possible, let's draw a line here, you see the person that you want to be. You want more time, more fun, more freedom, more impact, more meaning in your life. You want to be a micro-celebrity. You want to be the industry leader. You want to feel that you're good enough. You want to feel that you're smart enough. You want to feel, that clients are willing to just drop their money down because it doesn't even matter what it costs because you are the best. They trust you and you get them results, right? That's who you want to be. But you're standing here and you're struggling with all that negative beliefs, those limiting beliefs, those mindset gremlins, those abundance blocks. So do you see the friction and the tension? How can you be this person? A house divided against itself cannot stand. So how can you be this person over here if you're divided in your own self? So your brain, your subconscious is like, am I successful? Am I not? Am I popular? Am I, no one likes me? Am I, a people pleaser? Like you're torn. So it's really important to get a handle on your mindset because that's really what's going to change your business. When you change, your business changes. The type of people that come into your life, you're at a higher vibration, you're at a higher frequency. And so the people that come into your life, I'm telling you guys, top 3% are all you really want to work with. You don't want the 97% of people who don't respect you, your boundaries, your cancellation policy, make you want to work evenings or weekends. I haven't worked evenings and weekends, it's Friday evening, that's true. But I have not worked Saturday or Sundays or Mondays for years because I don't want to. But that is who I attract. I attract those 3% who fit right into my schedule, who fit right into, my prices. And so those are the shifts that I've had to make, right? So we talked about saying goodbye to Groupon. We talked about that. So I'm going to ask you in your pamphlet, real quick, real super quick. It says on that same side that you're working on, what are you going to say goodbye to? What person, client, or service do you really just not feel super good about when you do it? But out of fear, limiting beliefs, you've been hanging on to it. And you guys know this instinctually. When are you going to make this commitment? Starting on what date? And how will this help you own your success? Number 2, I'm committed to working less by how many hours or days? When are you going to start? On what date? Decide. Success is just a decision. How will working less help me own my success? Number 3, I'm committed to charging more by how much? Or for which services? When, on what date, and how will this help me own my success? The 4th shift that I had to make for you, I'm committed to investing in my health. Committed to doing what to invest in my health? What is it that you need to do that you haven't been doing that's going to help you feel good? And be vibrantly healthy and radiantly beautiful. And number 5 says, I am committed to investing in blank for my business. There's something you've been toying around with, playing with, and you've been afraid to. Maybe it's a piece of equipment. I don't know. Maybe it's investing in yourself, in coaching. When and starting on what date? And how will this help you own your success? All right, we're going to get into our 30-day plan. So another method, and how am I doing on time, Melinda? Okay, 15, perfect, thank you. So we're going to get into the next thing that, that Coach Sean and I teach our clients, creating a 30-day plan. This is like, besides affirmations and gratitude, this is a game changer. You guys ready for a game changer? Yes. Okay. So what we teach our clients, and this is on the other page. You guys want to flip to the other side? It has a little picture of a 30-day plan. Because my intention is for you to know that you can have it all, you can do it all, you're worthy of it all. Perfect pause, hands out, over your heart. I can have it all. I can do it all. I am worthy of it all. I'm deserving of it all. So I asked you guys earlier, what do you want? Has anyone ever just sat down and asked you, what do you want? Because if you don't ask for it, you won't get it. If you don't aim for that dartboard, you can land anywhere. You can land on the ceiling, the floor. If you don't aim for that dartboard, 100% guarantee you're not going to get there. I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted to say goodbye to this. I wanted to say goodbye to this. I wanted to say goodbye to this. I wanted to say yes to this, and I wanted to say yes to this. And I wanted it to look like this. So is it a surprise, bing, on the dartboard that I landed there? No, absolutely not. And the same thing is going to happen for you right now. So at the top here it says, I'm so happy, excited, thankful, and I love knowing that by 30 days from now, I have easily received, and I gave you some ideas, numbers of clients, numbers of services, retail sales, something for my health, what am I doing for self-care, recognition, help, support, marketing, time off, fun. Where do you want to go on vacation? While you guys are writing this, I'm going to tell you a story, so please get clear on what you want. I want to see pins. Let's go. I'm a little bossy, but hey, this is my time. I'm going to own it. I'm owning my power, my success. We all need a push. That's what coaches do. We push you out of your comfort zone. So I got real clear, and a couple things that I wrote out in my journal. And I'll tell you guys, whoever's getting this journal right here, what I did is there's like note pages in the very back of your 5-minute journal. And this is what, when I read my affirmations in my 5-minute journal, my plan that I'm going to teach you guys to read morning and night. It's your mindset manifesto. What is it that you want? Because you begin to read it as though you already have it. So it's in the past tense. So though it hasn't happened yet, you're speaking in the past tense. So I'm so happy, grateful, thankful that I have 10 clients a week, make $4,000 a week. I'm so happy and grateful and thankful that I have, so you get it. Not that I want. Want is putting you in the energy of constantly trying to go after it. I want you guys to know that you can own it and have it now. And your future self, you're catching up to the concept of your future self. You didn't know today that you would be here, but 5 years ago, you already were going to be here. Does that make sense? This whole crazy time continuum thing, I know, I'm not going to get off on that, but you basically need to catch up to your future self, and you've caught up to your future self today. So what you're writing in is your authentic self. That's what I'm going to call it. This is your authentic self. Who is it that you want to be? Who are you? Where are you going? What do you have already? So for example, I really wanted to take two things. I really wanted to be the well-known in my industry. I put on my thing that I was going to be on TV, 3 times, and sure enough, Fox 5 News, knocks on my door and says, hey, we'd like to come to your studio and do, a segment. And we normally don't do this, but we want to give you 3 segments. Is that okay? I literally had on there, I'm so happy, grateful, thankful, that I have 3 opportunities or 3, television appearances or whatever it was I said, right? So I'm trying to show you that it's not, I said that I wanted to buy a house by 2015. We bought our house by 2015. For our new house that we bought, I said I wanted a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house with, I had a whole list, like I had a list for my husband, Coach Sean. I had a whole list, new roof, new plumbing, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, land and pool in San Diego, which is where we live, right? Did I get that? Open concept, I said, I had a list of everything. Exactly is what I have. So I'm telling you, this becomes your story, this becomes your mindset manifesto, and doing this today is great, guys, but if you never do this again, it's not going to produce anything for you. If you don't plant that seed and water it with intention, even if it feels kind of off, like this doesn't feel like me, it's really your authentic self wants to be that person. And remember that dividing line here. Step into that. So the second part of your 30-day plan, it's on the next guy in the middle. is what actions are you going to take in order to make that happen in the next 30 days? You can't sometimes have something for nothing, right? You can't want an apple tree in your backyard without first digging the hole. Let's back up. Before clearing the land, pulling the weeds, then plant the seed, then cover it up, then water it and fertilize it and tend it and love it over and over again. Did you guys hear that? You had to clear the mindset gremlins, the weeds in your mind, pull the weeds, dig a hole, plant the seed, cover it, then water it, tend it, fertilize it, sunshine, la la la, right? There is work involved. So what work are you willing to do that you know that you haven't really been doing? If I consistently did X, Y, Z for the next 30 days, this would help me get to my goal. Is it following up your clients? Is it doing, more social media? What is it that you know in your gut? And don't overthink it, guys. That you haven't been doing, that you've been putting off, and that you're going to make a commitment to do in the next 30 days so that you can actually move from pain and into change and into owning your mindset and success. Okay, we're going to jump over to the last page here, and we're going to put it all together. I'm going to get a glass of water, actually, so keep writing if you have 30 seconds. This part, the shift that you must make to own your value, own your power, mindset, and success, is one of my favorite parts. Do we have any creatives in the room, visual people? You just seem to be more of a visual person, or instead of auditory, you're just more visual. You seem more imaginative. You allow yourself to see and sense and feel things. So this part's really fun for me, and I'll tell you why. So you guys on that last page? So this is how we teach our clients how to put it all together, and this is what actually brings it to you, right? So no matter how busy your day is, this is something that you want to do, mindset mastery, every morning and every night. So what I do is I have my plan written out at the back of my 5-minute journal. And Sean, do you, just to put a bug out there, do you have our winner for the, did you text it to me? You did? Perfect. Thank you. So visualization is key, is so key. Your mind doesn't have a real clear grasp on what is real and what is imaginative. It's just a computer program. For example, you guys have seen the virtual reality, right? And people are in there and they're wearing the little goggles and they're super wow, your brain thinks you're going on a roller coaster, or you're doing this or you're doing that, or so without getting too much into it, what you're going to do is take your 30-day plan and you're going to make that part of your visualization. So you want an extra, does someone want to share what they wrote, one thing for their plan? Yes?
I'd like to increase my retail sales by $2,000.
Perfect. Thank you. Good. Okay. So everyone, we're going to have $2,000 as our retail. This is exactly what I teach my clients to do. This is exactly what I do, and this is how I sell $3,000 a week in retail. So you have the number 2,000 in your head. Everyone have the number 2,000 in their head? Okay, so you're going to close your eyes. You're going to put your hand over your heart. And there's 3 tools that you're going to use. Choose the one that works for you. If it's easier for you to see $2,000 coming to you as standing under a beautiful Hawaiian waterfall, and it's pouring over you, and it's just gorgeous outside, and it's just pouring $2,000 over you. How does that feel? You guys feel the excitement there? Another way to imagine or to visualize a tool that I gave you on number 2 is through a pool. Maybe you're laying in a pool, Danita, and $2,000 is just floating in there every week. What I want to see is you come into your pool, you walk out, you dump $2,000 in it, and you jump in. So fun, you cannonball, plug your nose, jump in, and you're swimming in the $2,000, and you do this every week. The third thing that might help you that I use as well is look down, open your eyes for one quick second. Remember what you're wearing. Now close your eyes. Imagine that clothing that you're wearing right this moment is magnetic. And I want you to see Danita and everyone in this room, $2,000, being whoosh, magnetized to you, just coming all over you, and it's just makes you feel like joy and laughter and fun and peace and relief and success, and you're owning your mindset, you're owning your power, you're owning success, and $2,000 comes to you so quick, fun, fast, and easy. It just, you almost can feel the paper just rubbing all over you. You're just like a mink coat or something, but it's just, you know, paper coat. It's awesome. The fourth thing that I will share with you, you guys can open your eyes. How did that feel? Doesn't it feel amazing? That is how you own your mindset. So the other thing that I will share with you is that, that we teach our clients is you're in your treatment room. Close your eyes real quick. You're at your location, and someone gives you their credit card or debit card, whatever, and you hear the cha-ching sound. You feel the card, feel that hard plasticness in your fingers, in your mind's eye, and hear the cha-ching and see the $2,000 on your computer screen or in your phone, whatever media you're using to check out your clients. And they leave, they give you a big hug. They're so happy to give you your money, to give them your money, to give you their money. And they leave, they hug you, kiss you, thank you so much. Their bags, the retail bags are full of $2,000. They're feeling good. They're gonna get their stuff fixed and look amazing. They leave, the second they leave, I wanna see you guys going like this, like just, oh, yes! Feeling so excited, so amazing, I did it. I added up my numbers for the week, boom, $2,000. So putting it all together, how you are going to own the method and the mindset of your success is you're gonna start your days with your I am affirmations, your 5-minute journal, your decision to read your 30-day plan morning and night. This is your story. If you can't give yourself 5 minutes to read your own life, then whose life are you living? It's not the one that you were created to live. And so once you read that, you read the second part of the plan, and I'm so happy, grateful, thankful that I have done this, even if you haven't done it. But it's going to remind you, oh yeah, I do need to do that. Oh yeah. So then you have that part, and then you go through the plan. Like you said, $2,000 retail, a week, right? Hand over your heart, you imagine you're a waterfall or a pool or magnetic clothing, whatever works for you. And you feel, the feeling is most important. So I want you guys to practice something with me. Feeling is the most important because a thought becomes a thing, the thing becomes the feeling becomes the vibration, the attraction, right? A thought becomes a thing becomes the feeling, and the feeling is the vibration. So if the feeling is negative, anger, shame, guilt, that's what you're attracting. If the feeling is love, joy, peace, excitement, thankfulness, that's what you're attracting. So don't forget the feeling. Don't be like, I'm so happy, grateful, and thankful that I have $2,000 sales. Ugh. Right? I am so happy and grateful and thankful that I make $2,000 every week with ease and grace and fun, like clockwork, on repeat every week. And my clients love me for it. Which one sounds more like, sign me up for that one? Right. So we have a winner. I promised you guys a winner. So let's get to my text so I can see what my wonderful, loving husband, Sean. Oh, this will be interesting. I don't know your name. I'm going to read out your phone number. Okay, how about I read the last 4 numbers since it's being recorded? Whose phone number ends in 8868? Rebecca? Yeah! You want to give this to her? Rebecca is our lucky winner, and I promised you guys that we had a second winner. Has everyone done their 4747, so we don't want anyone to miss out? Raise your hands if you did the 474747. All right. I told you guys that we had one winner, right, for something very special? I kind of fibbed. You're all winners. I feel like Oprah today. You're all going to win 12 pages of my personal affirmations that I read and speak over my life and that we give our clients on repeat. 12 pages are going to be emailed to you. So congratulations. Now everyone stand up. This is how we're going to end. This is how we're going to end. Everyone stand up. Let's go. All right, hands up. Yes. I am ready.
I'm ready.
I am worthy.
I am worthy.
I am open.
I am open.
I am deserving
I am deserving
of success,
of success,
having success,
having success,
owning my power,
owning my power,
owning my beauty,
owning my beauty,
and I love myself.
and I love myself,
And I love my business. And I love my clients.
and I love my clients.
Give your guys a round of applause. All right. Thank you guys so much.